Okay, hello there. Welcome back. So, this is Blue Mage Chronicles. I'm calling them Blue Chronicles. And so from here, I am a conjurer, of course, level 1. Just started out, customized everything. Um, and I think the interface is just so much better. It controls so much easier. It's just so much cleaner. And no name tags. I cleaned off all the name tags, unnecessary name tags, so I don't see people and their pets. I don't see other people's effects. I don't even see the name tags of enemies until I first engage them. All right. Or until, in this case, you see them as duty markers. Awesome. So let's go out and, one more thing about targeting. Um, so if you want to do it like the old way, the way I began in like the first couple of years, which is that you target cycle if you're on PS4 or PS5, and that means you can, switch targets, and you see how my sub target is the circle, right? The one I'm locked onto has a nice little arrow icon. Um, but that's how I used to switch targets until I learned about something else that changed my gameplay. And that is, if you're on PS4, PS5, you're going to be using your hotbar button, whatever you're using for your hotbar. It's L2, R2, and tap R1 or L1. Automatically, I can switch and lock on to targets. Now, the cool thing is that I can do this in between combos, which is really awesome. It feels really cool switching up your targets in between your combos. So, anyway, to target enemies in general, I just use R1. And of course, what it's going to do is try and target the first one in my cone, in a line of sight cone shape. It's going to try and target the closest one first. Anyway, let's get some XP. I saw my other videos. You saw how I set up my hotbars to just really conveniently just auto flip switch. But I can switch between them at I can do cure in the middle of my stones, which is great. I'll show you what that's like. Now I'm mashing the button, and it keeps saying, ability not ready yet, invalid target, whatever it's saying. But it doesn't really matter. I turned off errors. I turned off error messages. Remember how I talked about that? I turned off error messages so I don't get any feedback except the little pop up on the screen, which doesn't bother me. And in fact, that's okay. So I got a dot, so I'm going to put that on the same marker here. I know where to put my dots. Everything I'm doing now as a conjurer is going to set me up for playing Blue Mage. Just, pay attention to where buttons are and where DPS skills are, where dots are, all that stuff. It's going to make a lot more sense when I get to Blue Mage. Fungars. Over there. There you are. See, and even though I don't have enemy name tags, the duty markers are still set up. The duty specific enemies, So that's pretty cool. I do have my name tag showing up in battle, right? Just want to make sure. During battle, full name. Yeah, it says it's there. Yeah, it's fine. All right. Now maybe I should switch my my targeting for. I think yeah, I have it in a cone shape. Maybe I should have it as ignore depth because then I can target enemies that are to my side. Let me see. If I'm facing away from them. Let's see. Yeah, it's still a little awkward to get to that one target, which I wanted, but yeah, it's the best you can do for what you got. You got to work with what you got. Not everyone is as adept or as skilled as you, and not everyone is going to have the same ability to jump around and switch targets and be mixing up their combos in between battles, and I'm just trying to help with that. So I'm showing you how I'm playing on a PS4, PS5, working with what I got. Now you can either copy what I did, or you can customize it yourself for your playstyle and that what you like, what you enjoy. I mean, either way is fine. But I'm just trying to help you, give you a little guide. And this is the way I play. You gotta play to your strengths. Oh, you know what? Before I return, might as well link one of the ETH rights here. I can maybe I'll zoom down a little bit. Another thing I like to do to level, just in general, is complete your level 5 quest. You know, the quests come in 5, 10, 15, 20. You know, they come every 5, right? So you complete your quest, stay out there as long as you have to get that next level. Don't go back in and turn it in until you hit the next 5. You know, the next 5 marker or the next benchmark. So that's how it's pretty easy to gather up your quests and reduce the gil you spend on teleporting. So aside from getting to Blue Mage, which is going to be my goal, this is going to be a general tutorial about, you know, just customizing your play and just, you know, making it a much more enjoyable experience for you. All right, so under teleport, you can see here's a list, right? So you tab up here, go in open teleport settings. Under here, you can have it as always use if the gil allowance, let's see, always confirm, always use, there we go. Always use for costs above. All right, so we're gonna take it, how much gil do we have right now? 103. All right, so that's not very much, right? So we're going to take it anything above 40. Anything above 40. Because for now we're going to be getting gil for doing our quests and stuff, and it's going to be yeah. So this is not going to break the bank, right? 40 gil per teleport, and I have 50 of them. Let's set this up as a favorites. Because favorites means 50% less for a teleporting cost. Contours Guild. Alright. I'm going to turn in this quest. Get the next one. I love the level up in Final Fantasy XIV. The level up experience in 14 is so great. Ow wow! Yay, ow wow! Okay, I'll accept. No, deny. Alright. To talk to cross-world link shells, you can press Alt-C on the keyboard if you want. Hunting log obtained, which is going to increase XP again. So much XP bonus from doing everything. So much. I'm sure very few people out there know that you can also complete the Novice Network training sessions to get an XP ring, which is also fantastic. So that stacked on road to 80, the gear ring that I have from getting Shadowbringers, or from Endwalker, the hunting log, doing my quests, I'm just XPing like crazy. So I should hit 30 pretty easily. And you get 1,000,000 gil from hitting 30 for the first time with your account. But, you know, since I already used that, I'm not going to get it again. Alright, let's see. So yeah, the color for the Blue Mage Link shell is perfect. It's great. Wait a second, why did I get a second invite? Oh. Oh, okay, he invited me to both. Cool. So to go into the second link shell, you just press the Alt-C a couple times. And I'm going to make sure I throw this into the second link shell. But I have to turn on the second link shell now. Let's see. Where was that? Oh yeah, it's under event settings. Second link shell. Okay. And that second link shell, what colors that can be? Let's make that another blue color. But one that's distinguished. One that's different. What colors that can be? Yeah. Nice. Nice. Check it out. So now I have two link shells, both blue mages. Both blue mage link shells. And they're both blue in color and they're both distinguished and both easy to read. It's very cool. Very cool. Alrighty. Let's see. Turn in my quest. That's right, I need to go to Oh, oh. Maybe I should turn off the Blue Mage chat for now, just real quick. Let's keep it as party chat, okay? So under party chat, I'm going to customize it to, let's say, or standard emotes. But we are going to do tells. Ah, look, Owl sent me a message. I didn't even get it. Okay, Alt R will get you a reply to the tell. Ah, they're on Halicarnassus. Okay, that's fine. WoW is on Halicarnassus. I created a character on Seraph, so that's where I am now. Alright, let's see. Skipping cutscenes. Heaven forbid. Heaven forbid you skip cutscenes, right? Then you get out of the cutscene and all the bodies are just lying on the floor, and it's like, what happened here? Oh my god! And then Square Enix thought, okay, well, to fix that, we're going to have multiple cutscenes, or it branches off into multiple cutscenes. So it's like, each new event is its own thing. Yay! 10th year anniversary for Final Fantasy 14. It's a good year to do Blue Mage. Alright. Alright, skip. Accept. Okay, now I have my White Mage. I have my White Mage quest up, and my main scenario quest up. Alright, first thing we're going to do is do our White Mage, or our Conjure. Yeah, I keep forgetting I'm a novice White Mage. I'm not even a White Mage yet. Okay. So, speak to you? Where are you? Oh, you're at the West Gate, huh? Okay. Is that the West Gate, or is that Fulguard Float? Let's go to Fulguard Float. Yeah, I think it's there. Alright. You can see again, my hunting log is showing up. You can see these markers. Everything's just really clean, no name tags. I can just see exactly what I have to go for. No fuss, no muss. Fuss? What the heck is that? Never mind, you get it. I don't know if you know this either, but your initial cast of arrow does a flat damage on it. I think, right? They didn't take that away, did they? Maybe they did. All right, so that's done. I'm going to move my progress bar up just a little bit. I think it may be just a little bit low. The other thing I could do is move the progress bar up above my head, but nah, I think it's good where it is. Okay, so the other thing I have, let's see, hang on a second. Yep. Okay, the other thing I have here is that because I customized the targeting, you can see that when I switch targets, it only hits the duty requirement. And I almost let myself die. No problem. It's a good thing nothing else aggro's here. All right, I suppose it's time to teach you something that a lot of people despise. But I can understand why they despise it. I looked it up and I was like, okay, I get it. It makes sense. But macros. I like creating macros because you can merge multiple skills onto one button and it saves a lot of space. All right, so let's do that for healing. Even though I only have cure available, I'm just going to make a cure macro, okay? Because on that cure macro, we can have abilities just put in that macro whenever I get them, and we don't have to take up any hotbar space. I'm not going to merge everything onto it. I'm just going to use the abilities that are like cures, that have global cooldown and everything like that. Let's see. All right, cure. I'm going to call it cure. In the body, I'm going to put M icon, which means macro icon. I'm going to have it as cure. Tab for autocomplete. Action. Cure. Okay. Really simple, right? Really simple. And we're going to put that on the hotbar, and the only thing that you saw change is that now it says that it has a little, settings icon on it, a little macro icon. But that's the only thing that changed. I can also do the same thing with stone. And I know you might think it's silly creating a macro for every skill. It's like, why don't you just use the skill? Well, no, the reason is because um, it's for future references. We can just merge abilities onto that single button. Stone. Now, something else you can do with stone. M icon. Stone. Now, you can do this. Check this out. Stone. Stone. So what's the difference, right? I'll tell you. I'm going to make the first one TT, which means target of my target. That requirement, that means that all I have to do is keep the tank in targeting. All I have to do is target the tank the entire time. And as long as he's fighting something, the macro will automatically fire off stone on his target. Pretty handy. So I'm going to put that on the hotbar as well. And otherwise than that, it works like normal. Nothing changes. See? Nothing changes. Except in the situations, it will change. It will function differently. So you see that? Pretty cool, right? Didn't cut down on my casting time at all. Didn't cut down on my time to use it at all. So now I can just lay back and use extra functions even with just using the same skill. So if Square Enix didn't implement abilities to your liking, if this Square Enix forgot, or if Square Enix couldn't, they didn't accommodate your, your quality of life change, something you wanted to see, it's like, well, you might be able to create a macro for it. That's a quality of life change right there. So I say again, some people really despise macros, and it's like, you saw what I created, right? What's to not like about that? So I got invited to a random free company, so of course I'm going to say no, decline, and I wish I could just block free company invites. I wish I could just block them, but I can't. So I mean, free company invites, random like that, are just spam. They're, it's not cool. That's a spam. That's like a spam caller on your phone. It's like I kind of wish there was a filter for that, or a way to block those. It's like only get, free company invites from people on your friends list or things like that. That would make sense. Again, I'm using a macro. This is a macro. Nothing changed. And that might calm your anger a little bit, and you say, well, yeah, but your macro is going to get really complicated really fast. I'm like, how? No, it's not. I keep the skills separate from each other. And I make sure that if it's going to interfere with your gameplay, I don't use it. But for those of you out there who want a more chill experience, and they rather have some kind of semi-automation, that's what I prefer for macros, is semi-automation, not full auto. Full auto is including wait commands and all kinds of stuff. I like semi-auto, which is that you press the button, you get a skill. Press the button, you get another skill. Press the button, you get another skill. Depending on the priority of the abilities you put on that macro, it's only using certain abilities that you asked for. Let's see. You're up here, right? Anyway. Forget that macros make you angry. It's going to make some people angry. I can't help that. They can feel how they want to feel. I'm using stone on a stone elemental or an earth elemental. I mean, you'd think they'd be resistant to it or something, right? I wish they had like elemental resistances and things like that in these games. I mean, Final Fantasy XI was heavily like, you know, the element that you use was specific. Like water enemies were weak to lightning, and lightning was weak to earth. And it's like I love the elemental balance of juggling your abilities and thinking, what is the enemy weak to? Well, wind is weak to ice, and ice is weak to fire, and I just love that stuff. So it's like a constant rock, paper, scissors, but on a much larger scale. I think there are like 9 elements, 7 elements. One for every day of the week. So yeah, 7. All right, so we got 2 quests done. All right, so where's the main quest? That is in Bent Branch. Okay, I'll go back to Bent Branch, I guess. Remember, if it's over 40 gil, it's a free teleport. That's the way I set it up. Until I get hundreds of gil from doing quests, then, you know, 40 gil is good to start out. Ah, I jumped out of the Rancor pit. Survived! Yay! Alright. I want to take mind, of course, mind intelligence. And of course, everything's going to be thrown into my... I think it's going to be thrown into my inventory, right? Oh, last slot first. That's right. So, yeah, I want to change that. Right. Even though the last slot first thing is kind of cool. Yeah. Okay, that'll do it. Okay, present yourself for inspection. Alrighty. Where's the merchant? I need to average my level out to 5, right? I should put a merchant like right next to him. Okay. Where's my merchant? I have 337. 337. I could also go back to the main scenario and get Gil that way. Alright, let's see if that's enough. Okay, one newbie thing I used to do when I first started, my first couple of years, and nobody called me on it either. It was just the sudden realization and embarrassment that I did it. Was in my first couple of years of playing, I would gear myself in anything. I wouldn't even care what it was, but I would think that, okay, it's a higher item level, or it's got more defense, or it just looks cooler. It's like, yeah, I would put that gear on. I wouldn't even pay attention to complementing my stats, such as mind and intelligence. So, I did that for Black Mage, for, no, it was Thaumaturge. And, yeah, I put him in blacksmith stuff. It was pretty funny. So he had black, I wanted him to look kind of like Vivi, Final Fantasy IX a little bit. So I was like, big blacksmith gloves. He's got to have the big black gloves, and it's like I didn't understand the. Yeah, well, we're all like that. I mean, we all got to start somewhere. Sometimes we haven't played an MMO at all. I played Final Fantasy XI. I played a little World of Warcraft. But and besides that, EverQuest Online, I played some MMOs, but I never really connected the dots on, complementing your stats, especially when the gear says all classes, because a lot of that stuff early on in the low levels says all classes. Also disappoints me a little bit that tank gear is not really tank gear anymore. Because under 50, there's no such thing. Like, they merged Disciple of War gear with tank gear. To me, that sounds kind of dumb. I don't know. But, it's low-level content, and it's just getting people used to the idea, just gradual increases until you get your own job gear and stuff. Anyway, let's get back to what we're doing here. I was just trying to make a... get level 5, right? So, our robe, let's see, up to 5, come on. Do you not have any level 5 gear? Really? Aw. See, I'm only level 8, so, Well, I can go back to Gridania and do it that way. I know there's something there. Yeah. I'm just gonna go to Gridania. Kind of what I have to do. I've turned in my quest anyway. So... You think they planned it that way? Yeah, I think they might have. Alright, let's go up to the gear level merchant here. Let's see, where are you? Apothecary. Culinarian. Enter. Tool supplier. No, that's over here, I guess. Jeweler, tailor. Independent tailor. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Alright, cool. Alright, let's get something level 5. Wait a second. So the item level of the body piece I have on right now is already a level 5. Huh. Okay. Let's see. Well, why am I only 4? Oh, maybe it's because of that cane, huh? Did I get a cane? Okay. Well, let's see. This is a 5, 5, 5, 5. Yeah, so we're gonna do the weapon. Okay. Jeweler. No. Battlecraft. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Good deal. And the equip button should be below. Let's see. This is kind of how customization works. As you play the game, you start realizing that, oh, it's like, I'd like to see that some other way, you know? And if you want to see it some other way, if you'd rather do it another way, there probably is another way. So why don't you push things around just one at a time so you don't overburden yourself later on? You know what I mean? But I also showed you videos on how to customize the menus and such. And it took a couple hours at least, but I showed you how to set this up. I'm already done. I already did it. It's perfect. It's great. The only thing I'm going to have to move around is my job icons whenever I get those. So what do I want to move? Oh yeah. Under inventory. Equip. Alright, let's try that. Maybe search for recipe should be below try on, huh? Nah. That's fine. Make sure every time you upgrade your gear, you click that update your gear set list. You know, make sure your gear set is ready. I'm not going to be unlocking any other jobs. I don't care. Only Blue Mage at this point. I'm just going to go through as Conjurer. Because the easiest job in the game that needs, I think, the least amount of maintenance is a healer. But I would have a lot of people arguing with me, a lot of people saying that, you know, you can optimize anything you want, you can output DPS, why aren't you outputting it, why aren't you optimizing it, all this stuff. And I say, hey man, calm down. It's just a game, right? Just gonna have fun. I'm just showing the average player how to have fun. Is that too much to ask? So, I mean, that's just my outlook. That's how I see things now. So anyway, Conjurer, I think, just requires the least amount of maintenance. And now that I've completed that quest, okay, now I can go sign up for my next main line, which I'm going to do in a second here. I want to complete my job quest first. I don't have a hat. I guess I could use that. Okay, that requires level 10. I didn't make 10 yet. But I will, very shortly. How am I doing on Gil? Because I can't really see it. It's in the... I have a game system in the corner of my screen there, so I can't see it. 183, huh? Okay. Excuse me. Okay. No, sorry about that. All right. Let's see. Oh, there's some Blue Mage stuff here I want to get. Oh no, I'm so tempted. I want to get it right now, but I can't. Okay, I just took the money because I don't really care. I'm gonna have item checks later on. Or, well, that's the only item check I think I have, so I'm good. I just took the money. Give me the money. Show me the money. Eventually I will run out of free teleports, right? Okay, this will make me 10. You know what I think I'll do? I didn't mean to get the ladybug, but you know what I'm trying to do here. Medica! Yay! Alright, I'm gonna make a macro of Medica. Macro of Medica just because I love macros, and you'll find out why if you wanna learn more about it. Talk about it more later. But let's create a macro of Medica. One thing I tried doing when I was creating all the macros that I did was I tried creating a macro for merging all the tanks and a macro for merging all the healers, and you know that didn't work because then they introduced Gunbreaker and Sage, and I was like, wow, my macro is a little too full here. So yeah, I was trying to merge them, but when they got up to 4 jobs, I can't do it. There's too many skills. Let's see. Medica. Medica. Oh, that's right. M icon. Medica. Okay, action. Medica, and again, I'm pressing tab to autocomplete. This I am going to introduce a wait command. Wait 2, because I know 3 is 3 is what you do for a full auto, but Weight 2, even though that's a little too short, is going to make it so that if you're rapidly pressing the button, you've already inserted that last half second that you need. So that's what I like to do. And the ability I like to use is lucid dreaming. Because if you know that you're going to be doing a lot of spamming and you're pressing that button as fast as you can, trying to get those abilities off, at least one of them is going to activate lucid dreaming. And it's like, well, I didn't even have to think about it now. It's like lucid dreaming. I don't even have to have it on my hotbar now. Well, yes, you do. You still should have lucid dreaming on your hotbar. But I just make it so that it's... because this is normally where it would be. I do make it so that it is manual. But it's auto, it's semi-auto. That if you press the button fast enough, you're going to get it. If you're doing it in like a panic, like you're panic-stricken or running around trying to recast it while you're moving, it's going to fire off lucid dreaming in 2 seconds. So, yeah. If the cast for Medica is already not going off, then in 2 seconds it's going to fire off Medica. Or lucid dreaming, I'm sorry. So if Medica is right. Okay. You get me. Okay. Moving on. Alright. I go up here. And I don't have Swiftcast yet, but you know what? Why don't we go ahead and do that? Because I know that Swiftcast is an ability that I'm going to get, right? So part of what you might like to do is anticipate and create a macro that is for that skill coming up. So action, micon, Swiftcast. Action, and whether or not you have the skill unlocked, it already knows the icon. So action, Swiftcast, and now there are no wait commands here, but we are going to insert something else. What does White Mage do besides resurrection? What is there? Just raise, right? So now, even though I don't have the skill yet, now that skill is where it should be. It's on the right button. That's where it's going to be. So when I get Swiftcast and when I get Raise, that means I press the button once, it gives me Swiftcast. I press the button twice, it gives me Raise. So that means you have to double tap on somebody. That's all that means. Blue Mage spell alert. All right. Defaults. Okay. There we go. All right. And after this, I'll cut the video off. I will do another one after this. So you see how I also created, so this is pretty cool. The macro is already working. Look at this. All I have is a single target. As long as I'm targeting one of my allies, they're fighting the enemies, so my stone is automatically going to that target. Pretty cool, right? It's pretty cool. I like it. Anyway, yeah, I have to cut the video off here. It's gonna stop pretty soon. I think it should be just enough time to get through this. I don't even have the enemy targeted, see? Pretty cool. And I don't have... Do I have Medica? I did get Medica, right? Oh, no. I'm synced to level 9, that's right. I can't use it. So another thing I enabled is full targeting. Auto full targeting, which is that if you don't have a target, the skill automatically goes to the next available. The closest one in range. And no, it's not doing that. Why is it not doing that? It should be doing that. They're fine. They're fine. I'm gonna leave them be. Alright, targeting. Where are you? Oh yeah, it's under general. Ah, here we go. No, you closed me out. Denied. No. Oh, look at that. They won by themselves. I don't know why that's turned off. Maybe I accidentally turned it off. But it should be such that if I hit the button when I don't have a target, it automatically goes to something. Yes, it works. Okay, we're cool. All right, I'm going to stop it there and pick it up with another video. Okay, talk to you later. Or see you in a bit.